All right,
Yeah.
we are kicking off Webs Insider with the head of business cyber unit, Liran. Liran, you look like
Hey, what's
you're
up?
at a conference somewhere. Where are you?
Yes, I'm practically in the end of the conference. It's called ISS. It's in Prague, and it happens yearly. And it's mainly focused on different types of intelligence solutions for governmentals or LEA forces.
Okay. Is it mostly, web intelligence vendor um, type of um, data information being looked for?
Absolutely. You can find there like, I think more than 60 or 70 types of vendors. There are different categories, of course, of intelligence solutions. We specifically Webs can help to web intelligence solutions or different types of profilers. But there are many more that can help the governments you know, and I cannot really elaborate about that.
Okay, sure. So your many expertise, I understand that you excel in collecting illicit content from alternative social media platforms. Can you tell me why a web intelligence vendor might want or benefit from collecting and tracking such information?
Absolutely. So basically, if I'll answer short, in the alternative social media, you can find a lot of illicit content. We can say that the illicit content, the traffic of illicit content actually migrated in the last 5 or 10 years from the big tech companies to the alternative ones. Alternative social media are basically social networks that put, in their slogan, we are a free speech platform. Part of this free speech platform, there are also hate speeches and radical organizations, left or right. Moreover, you can find there misinformation conspiracies, like the conspiracy of the 5G that actually caused a coronavirus, or the fact that US labs was the reason that actually on the land of Ukraine was the reason that actually Putin triggered the war. Of course, it's nonsense and it's fake, but it's there and it's inciting, and it creates eventually a protest or a wave of people that actually believe. This and much more are there, and nobody's stopping it. And Webs helps to collect and monitor such kind of information.
I see. So when basically when you start collecting and tracking these platforms, what happens now to the criminals, meaning these people who are on these platforms? Wouldn't they just go and create a new platform or create a new code word for how they interact?
Well, actually, it happens, and you see more and more such kind of platforms created and generated because it's pretty easy. To create a social post platform, or let's say a community in general, it's a click of a button. Everybody can click a button in Telegram and create a new channel or a group. Moreover, there are open sources in GitHub where you can download and install it if you have some technical abilities. And here you have a forum, a fully functional forum with full authentication. But eventually, you need to create a traffic to such kind of forum. But I can tell you that the one that we cover, and we see a few ones popping up every few months, it's something that really is disturbing, and we can see them a lot of violent and extremist content, something that we actually need to monitor and track, because you never know where will be the next terrorist, where will be the next riot. And there are plenty of examples in the news that you can find on such kind of incidents. For example, the Robert Gregory massacre that happens in Pittsburgh, where he killed 11 people. He left the manifesto a day before in one of the alternative social media. There are plenty of examples. You need to
Wow.
trust.
Wow. Can you mentioned here a few examples of specific entities that really we've seen on the news. Are you able to share with us maybe something that an example of a group that is still around, that is doing their thing and they're changing, that you've been tracking lately?
Yes, so for example, the neo-Nazism group that actually has different types of code names. When we did actually the topic discovery, we have a special process where we track hermetically specific entities. It could be people or organizations. So when we did the research and we tracked the topic discovery, we found out that there are highly associative phrases with the neo-Nazism. So for example, 14 words, which means the length of the popular white supremacist sentence or slogan. There is also 1488 as a number. The 88 means Heil Hitler in numerology. So this type of elements helps you to be more focused on the relevant content. Because if you just search neo-Nazism in one of the alternative social media, probably you will not find a lot of information as opposed to the code names that really reveal the real content where people are part of it. Basically, if you think about it, these code names are part of their ideology. So once they share the same code name, they share the same ideology.
Wow, it's incredible that you've been able to keep track of their new code, the new system, and it's great to know that you're out there protecting us. So thank you very much, Liran.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
I hope the conference went well.
Yeah, it did. I'll catch you up later.